Hey there, what is up you guys? I am Jerry and welcome back to the channel, The Chicago Griller. This is the show where I share my favorite tips, tricks, and recipes for the Weber Q. If you think that's going to be of interest to you, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Today I have a bit of a novelty for you. I'm going to be doing some baking on my Weber Q. And today I'm going to show you a recipe for my holiday skillet cookie. So let's do it. For today's skillet cookie, I'll be making my own cookie dough. To begin, I have a 1/4 cup each of brown sugar and granulated sugar. And to the sugar, I am going to add 6 tablespoons of softened butter. And with an electric mixer, I'm going to mix until it is creamy. Once this mixture is creamy, I am going to crack and add 1 egg. Once again, mix until all these ingredients are blended. Now that that's blended, I am adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And once again, also blending. So that's it with the wet ingredients. To that bowl, I am going to add this bowl full of dry ingredients, which is 1 cup of flour and 1 teaspoon each of baking soda and salt. And just like we've been doing before, grab your electric mixer and mix all the ingredients together thoroughly. And now to add some of the really good stuff to this cookie. First up, a 1/2 cup of chocolate chunks, and then a 1/2 cup of chopped almonds. And with a wooden spoon, I'm going to mix all of these ingredients together. Our cookie dough is now complete, so we're going to add this to a skillet. Here I have an ordinary 10-inch cast iron skillet. My skillets are always pre-seasoned with oil, so it's all ready to go. So I can go ahead and spoon my cookie dough directly into the skillet. There we go. So this next step will look very familiar for those of you who watch my deep dish pizza recipe. And what we're doing here is using our fingers and spreading the cookie dough towards the edges of the pan. You should have just enough dough to cover the entire bottom surface of the skillet. And once you have the dough spread out over the entire surface of the skillet, use a knife to smooth out the ridges on top of the dough. It doesn't have to be perfect, just take out some of the larger bumps and ridges. And now, to make this a Christmas skillet cookie, the red and green M&Ms. So go ahead and grab your red and green Christmas M&Ms and sprinkle them directly on top of the cookie dough. Use as much or as little M&Ms as you like. Doesn't this look pretty festive? It looks pretty good to me, so that's why I call it the Christmas skillet cookie. Anyways, this is now ready for the oven, or in my case, because I'm the Chicago Griller, this is headed out to the grill. So, your oven should be preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or if you're using a Weber Q, have it preheated to a low heat. Now on my Weber Q, I am going to add this roasting rack. I don't have the foil underneath like I usually do because that's not necessary with the skillet. Now I'm going to place the cookie directly on top of this roasting rack, then shut the lid and cook this for about 20 minutes. And you will see I have my gas knob turned all the way to low, and my Weber Q on low is running at just a touch over 350 Fahrenheit. Anyways, after 20 to 25 minutes of baking time, I'm ready to go check on my skillet cookie. So grabbing a knife, I'm going to poke right in the middle, and as long as it's not still super gooey, it's ready to come off the grill. Or of course, if you used an oven, it's ready to come out of the oven. Anyways, check this out. This is what a freshly baked holiday Christmas skillet cookie looks like. This is looking really good, but let's carve a piece out of here and see what this tastes like. And now to try this out. Can you see that? That's so gooey and so moist and so sweet. It turned out perfect. Absolutely perfect. Anyways, that is how you can cook up a holiday skillet cookie on your Weber Q. In my case, it was a little bit of a novelty. Now, why would you want to even do some baking on your Weber Q? There might actually be a few functional reasons. Let's say it's the holidays and your oven is already full. The Weber Q can act as a second oven for you. Or perhaps you're camping or live in an RV and you don't even have an oven. That's the way how you can enjoy baked goods without having a regular oven. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below if you plan on trying out this recipe or if you've ever baked on your Weber Q. Thank you very much as always for watching. If you enjoyed the content on this channel, as always, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Thanks again for joining me today. Stay safe this holiday season, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye now.